It's Manscaped Mouth Experience Monday. Dude, Brett, JD, Tyler, Flying Buckeye, and Young Jeff sit down to a blinded mouth experience. Find out what it was and how we ranked it on this episode of the Bourbon Hunters. Have you thought about supporting our podcast? Head on over to www.bourbonhunters.com where you can by picking up more Kinsey Drams or ordering from our partners over at manscaped.com. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us on our hunt for great bourbon. Reward yourself and sit back, grab a pour, kick up your feet, and enjoy. Monday. It's Manscaped Mouth Experience Monday. Thanks for joining in again this week. If you remember what we've been doing, it's a blind, and they don't know what it is until the end. I give some hints. That's basically it. But today it's Dude and
Young Jeff
and
JD Fritches
and
Flying Buckeye
and
Brad Bryan.
And we've got a guest who's first time on the podcast this year. It's
Tyler Schaefer.
All right. So Tyler's here. But before we get started, sizzle alert. This summer, let the only smoking at your barbecue be the grill, not your grooming game. Get ready for the ultimate cookout season with Manscaped. Whether you're flipping burgers or cannonballing into the pool, make sure your meat looks neat with Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Fire up your grooming routine and keep it cool with Manscaped. Head to manscaped.com and use code Bourbon Hunters for 20% off and free shipping. Let's make this summer sizzle for all the right reasons. All right, guys. So I've got two samples here that we're going to pour out. This is a 6-person blind tonight.
Are they different?
No.
Okay. You said 2 samples.
2 sample bottles. So,
Shit, is that going to be enough?
Well, that's why I poured 2. We always have some left over, and we have 4 usually. So go that way. Here, I'll pour mine, and then I'll hand it to you.
Okay.
And then you guys go that way. We can definitely get 3 out of each one of these.
Yeah, 3 and 3.
That makes 6.
This is the same.
I'm just going to pour these 3 if that's
Yeah,
okay
they're all
with you
the same.
guys and just try and even them out as much as I can.
You do the
pour-
same thing.
Poor Tyler's because he's not paying attention.
It
Not
looks
much.
thin.
There's a big surprise.
Too much.
Is that
This is-
enough? Do you
this
guys
is
want
a-
any more
this
of
is a
that? That's
shelfer.
pretty much, it's empty
This
now.
is a shelfer.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It looks young.
Generally, we don't do anything
It looks
high proof
thin.
on these Mouth Experience Mondays.
Yeah.
You guys talking about me, young
Oh,
and thin? You're right. Thanks, guys.
All right, so the dealio is that you're going to nose this, give me your rating. No one knows what this is, so this is going to be an honest, unbiased rating.
It's fucking blands.
Yep, it's going to
You
be
don't know what
bland.
it is either?
I know what it is,
Oh, okay.
so that's why I'm not going to
I like the nose.
Maple.
give any information.
Yeah, I like a dark fruit too.
What are you getting there, Flying Buckeye?
Maple syrup.
All right. What about you, Brett?
Yeah, it's not maple syrup for me. It's like a vanilla extract, maybe.
That's a good one.
I'm getting some brown sugar.
All right, let's
wasn't
go ahead
asked.
and
Not just those whatever.
you get more nose.
No, what's the cherries?
Luxardo.
Traverse City?
Luxor, yeah, Luxardo.
Luxardo or Maraschino?
Yeah,
or
maraschino. Remember the ones that used to be chocolate covered, and
Oh,
then the syrup
yeah,
inside
Oh,
of
the
there.
cherry
Yeah.
cordials.
cherry? Yeah, the cherry
That's what I'm
cordials.
getting,
Yeah.
like
You're
that
getting a little
syrup that's
chocolate?
inside of there.
Oh.
No chocolate for me.
All right, let's go ahead and dive
Not
in and start getting some tasting notes on this.
I like that.
Right out of the gates, if you had to guess a proof, what would you think this was?
90.
Yeah, 90, 92.
93.
$1, Bob.
Right, close enough going over.
So far, of the Mouthfeel Mondays that I've done, both have been very low viscosity.
So you've done 2.
Including today.
Yes.
I do
Yes,
like the
and that's-
viscosity, but it
That
hits real.
generally is going to be the case because we're doing lower proof stuff, so it's going to be watered down at some point.
It's good aftertaste, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Kinda
Oh,
like
it tastes
resonates
good.
in your
Tastes
mouth.
good, yeah.
You know,
Falls
it's not
off a little
visceral,
quick.
but it's not bad for a lower
No.
proofer. It's
Yeah.
it's a medium finish, I'd say, which is always good on a low proof.
Is this going to be Old
Is it a
Forester
wood?
100?
It might be.
I wish I could medium
Is
finish.
it a wheat?
I don't know.
Do you mean
man.
wheat?
I'll give you hints as we go. Once we get to the finish. So what do you guys think on the taste? So what did you say on the taste or on the palate? Did you get anything?
I just kind of hit flat. It was a
Just
I could tell.
traditional
Yeah, it just hit a little
Low
flat.
proof
Didn't have long legs.
bourbon.
It's a quick hitter.
flat with a back mouthfeel.
Yeah, I do
agree
think it
with
has
that.
a solid finish. Like it's not very it's deep, but it stays in the back of your mouth.
So a low Prilosec meter for you, though?
Yeah.
Non-existent?
Oh yeah, this one's not kicking up any
A
dust.
second of Tums.
No.
What do you think, JD? Are you guys getting any
kind
flavors?
it's kind of a quick hitter.
So we know it's a quick hitter. It's a little flat, but what
It's
like
hard to
I'm
flavor
actually going to
flavors.
up mine to
Flavors.
101 proof.
Okay, well, flavors.
Well, the show is called Mouthfeel, not Mouth Taste.
It's actually
so
it's actually not called mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel Mondays.
No, that's not what it's called.
What is it
Mouth
called?
experience.
Mouth Experience.
I'm getting,
the
like,
phrase that we
honeysuckle.
started.
Hey,
Mouth
he's a
Experience-
guest. He's
Yeah,
a
that's true.
guest.
I guess he wouldn't know because he doesn't listen
Yeah.
and he's never on the podcast.
So I get more of that vanilla extract that I had on the nose.
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of follows through on the palate for me. And with like the Flying Buckeye said, it's like after you take a drink, it's not that it's like a lingering flavor. It almost like kind of resonates and just like sits in the back of your mouth. If that makes sense.
I get a lot of traditional stuff, vanilla, brown sugar, that kind of stuff, light caramel maybe, but it is kind of flat. It is. I mean, for a low proofer just off the shelf, I think it's actually not too bad. It's something I could easily drink. This is non-offensive to me.
Some good dark fruits.
Okay, dark fruits. Did
getting
you
that.
ever give like an actual flavor?
Yeah, I said brown sugar in the
Brown sugar.
beginning.
Okay, yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
I'm getting like a honeysuckle because
Yeah.
there's like some floral something to it
Yeah.
as it
There's-
just lingers on your palate.
There's like good flavor there, but not at the same time. Like
Just-
there's not a lot going on.
It's a quick
It's just
wrap.
not like
Yeah.
robust. It's just
It's
like,
like
a-
there's like one flavor and that's it.
yeah.
There's like a really, I don't know, hint of cashew or something, like a nut.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I don't think you've given anything yet, have you?
Yeah, he
A
did.
hint of like maybe cowtail.
He said maple
candy.
syrup.
Cowtail.
I like
That's
it.
a good. That's
But
a good
I mean, I'm
one.
grasping for straws there. It's so quick.
All right, so here we go.
That's that caramel though, vanilla and caramel
Yeah,
like
that's probably
cowtail.
what it
That's
is.
classic.
Yeah.
So
you
you were
giving us
trying
a
to think
hunt?
it was maybe
I was thinking maybe like a Wild Turkey
or
101.
something. 90 proof.
Damn.
Non-age stated, but it's said to be between 6 and 8 years. The mash bill is 78% corn, 12% malted barley,
That's high.
and 10% rye.
I would have thought it would have been a little bit more viscous with that high of
I
malted
think when
barley.
you proof it down to 90, it's going to lose a lot of that viscosity, in my opinion. But yeah, I know what you're saying. So this is a small batch, and they pride themselves in saying it is made from less than 200 barrels. They pull this from less than 200 barrels when they mingle it into what this is.
And you said it
Is
was
this-
90
It's a,
proof.
it's
again,
a
sorry.
shelfer.
Is it a regional product or is it
It is
nationally
not as
distributed?
nationally available, and it was previously 86 proof, and it's now 90 proof. They made a change recently in 2021. All
That's
right.
probably the biggest hint.
That is one of the, if you follow this brand, you would know immediately. This was founded as Kentucky's first distillery in 1783.
Is it Elijah
There's
Craig?
Elijah Craig.
No.
They're a 94
Nope.
proof.
And their small batches are much higher.
Is it Bernheim?
Well, I mean, it's related to Bernheim.
But
I was gonna
Bernheim's
go
wheat.
somewhere-
You said
Larceny.
malted barley and
Larceny.
rye.
No.
Larceny's got a higher corn though, right?
This is not
and it has
Larceny.
0 rye.
No,
Yeah.
this is not larceny.
Larceny's a weeder.
Yeah.
The largest independent family-owned bourbon distillery in the world.
The Shapiro's own it, so it is Heaven Hill.
So it is Heaven
Yeah.
Hill. And I gave you a hint on the date of first opening the first distillery in Kentucky. 1783. Evan Williams, 1783.
I was going to ask you because it's a new white bottle, right?
No, it's a black bottle, but they
It
changed
is?
the shape of it a little bit. It was round, now it's a little more squared off.
I think the bottled and bond is white, if I remember.
Yeah, bottled
That's
and bond
right.
is white, yeah. Yeah, with green writing on it.
I had the white bottle, the white Evan Williams in my head.
You know what? It's
and
really
you know,
not bad.
You know what we didn't do is we didn't actually rate it before I gave you what it is. Damn it! But what would you guys have? What would you rate this? It's like a $20 bottle of bourbon.
But it's really good.
What's the
$20
rating
bucks,
scale?
it's great.
I thought it hit
I
above
s-
90 proof.
That's like a
got-
3-1.
I was going to say 3. I hate to do that because that's like
It's a shelfer, man.
Yeah.
Most of our stuff above is going to be high proof stuff. I mean, generally that's our feeling. I think.
Especially if you're very new to drinking bourbon, and even more so neat,
Yeah.
that's going to be right up your alley.
Jason will
Very
use
I
easy
this.
to
agree
drink.
because it doesn't have that punch
Yeah.
in the mouth
Yeah,
feel.
very
There's no-
easy drinking.
Jason will
Acid
use this
reflux,
as his
no
primer
fire, no
sometimes.
dragon.
He'll go
Yeah, it
between
sits on your
this and
palate
Elijah
a little bit
Craig
more.
and some
Right.
stuff.
So
He'll use
last week we did Dickel 15 year, and it was like $50 some.
this, and it was 103
Yeah,
proof.
and 103 proof. And this one I feel hits a little higher than 90 proof. Was it a new bottle?
Yeah, this was open bottle. It's
open?
It's
Okay.
not a fresh pour. It's not a Hyman pour.
I gave a 2.4 to the Dickel 15. I gave a 3.2 to the Evan or Elijah Craig small batch. I'll probably give this one about a 3.1 just below it.
Yeah.
Oh, oddly
So you're going to give it a
specific.
3-1, and you're just going to blow it.
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
Is
I
this out of
enjoyed it,
5 or?
but- Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, out of 5.
What did you
I
give?
was out of 10.
That's I was like, this is
3.1.
low.
Damn.
What are you giving?
I wish you wouldn't have told me
I know.
before,
Me too.
but
Me too.
I mean, it's like middle of the road for me.
It's a 3.
So it's yeah. Well, or a 2.5.
Yeah. I know.
Do you ever give anything a 0?
Kidding. No. I
right.
mean, I
Then
would
it's a 3.
I would
Yeah,
have
I-
given Diggle a 0
You
probably.
would have given
You wouldn't have because it was a blind,
shouldn't
and
have
you
said
you
would
would
have.
have given the stuff Tyler brought over all zeros for
The
sure.
only thing I give a
Zeros.
0 is if dude spits in it.
Well,
I'll
maybe.
spit on that thing.
He
old
spits, he
Tontua.
spits in Trina's mouth.
You know what?
only-
I'm going
He
to
might have
give it a
after-
score of pi.
He might have after that Freedom Fest too.
Yeah.
Only when she begs me. All right, guys. So thanks for joining in. We've got pretty much a consensus, right around 3, a little higher.
That's a 3.
What'd you
Yeah.
say, Brett?
So pretty good for a cheap shelfer. This is something you could easily bring out for friends, and like Tyler mentioned, someone who's maybe never had much bourbon before, doesn't necessarily appreciate the finer details of the palate and stuff like that.
What you do is you take your empty Blanton's bottle and you pour this in it, and when your buddy's like, "Can I have some of that Blanton's?" and then you pull that out for them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's kind of a dick move. But
good idea.
Sure, you can do it. You can do it.
They're not going to know any different.
I actually do that with Ancient Age.
See?
Oh, God. And we're out. See you guys next week, or actually later this week, when we do a big Elijah Craig A series tasting.
A series.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us on yet another hunt for great bourbon. Please give us a 5-star review anywhere you are listening. But if you can't, leave some constructive criticism in the review so that we can get better at improving our show. Good reviews help us bring better guests on for your listening pleasure, not mine. But until then, sit back, grab a pour, kick up your feet, and enjoy some bourbon.